few months ago, the principal, Andrea, approached me and asked if we would be interested in the ILS class to pilot this music songwriting program. I was so excited because I just know how powerful music is for every kid, whether they're a musician or not. Every kid listens to music. But just the opportunity for some of these kids to have a chance to be involved in a music program, since we don't have one here at Scriber Lake High School. I had to jump on that, and it truly was magical what they've done with these kids. The primary concern of Scriber is connecting each student with an adult who they can trust to be there for them no matter what. And to bring in 2 other adults along with the music aspect was amazing because they don't have that opportunity.
The teacher of my English class had us take a "How Holden Are You?" quiz at the beginning of the unit because we were reading Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger at the time, and I scored the highest of my class. And she told me to write a song about the main character, Holden, and I really didn't like him, and I sat there for like a week straight trying to get the song out. So finally I talked to Christy about it, and she helped me on it, and then in the span of 2 days I got it done. The title of my song is Ode to Holden. If you really wanna hear about it, I'll give it to you straight. Holden Caulfield is an asshole, someone I really hate. But maybe the reason for my distaste is how much he is like me. I'd be doing anything right now, but you commissioned me to write a song. I guess what they mean by selling out. Dear Holden, I'm writing you this letter in the hopes it'll reach past the cotton in your ears.
Serena blew my mind by adding it all up and coming in with that song about Holden Caulfield, and suddenly all the things that I'd suggested to her about changing pace and maybe making a bridge, she added it all together, and brilliantly, I thought. And I don't know if you noticed this, but the first line of that song is the very first line of the book of Catcher in the Rye, which I just thought was genius.
I didn't like the character, but I mean, it kind of put myself as a person into perspective and how I could change how I am. I was accepted into Evergreen State College down in Olympia, and I'm going to study the English language arts to become a freelance editor or a fiction novelist.
I've taught songwriting for about 20 years now, perhaps. There was so much going on that to tap into it was a great joy and a great feeling of almost like being a midwife, you know, birthing trust and what they had to say, and these kids have a lot to say.
We started from just one acoustic riff, and we had a keyboard on a phone, and we started to just, pluck out sort of some notes that we liked, and I started playing on the guitar, and then Jaden began to write his verse, and now we've been kind of adding different things like organ, backwards guitar, overdub vocals, all this cool stuff, and Jaden's been teaching me quite a bit about it, so it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, and it's also really interesting getting to work with another music artist, because that's something I never really got the chance to do until I joined this program, this whole music program. The song that I wrote, my verse has a lot to do with drug addiction, stuff like that, because I've gone through that. I have friends who've been on that stuff too, And so it's just been like a really sensitive like topic for me for a long time. And I've always like felt the need to like kind of like write about it or want to do that, because once I quit using personally, I moved on to writing music, because that's basically like my escape now.
You know, you come in with this kind of expectation of sort of teacher-student kind of dynamic, and that just naturally happens, but we have both had a really fun time learning about this program together and kind of sharing each other's, you know, strengths and weaknesses and getting to know one another. The music is in the center and we're sort of both revolving around it in a way.
I'm a senior this year, so next year I'm planning on going to Edmonds Community College, right? And I want to be able to like take some class involving music actually, because like it's just like a really strong passion of mine. I just like really want to be able to like do something within like the music industry as like a job.
I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity of creating this space, all the teachers, the school and foundation, and everybody, the students, enabling us to take off and hit our creative stride and have fun being creative together.
And like I'm really happy that I got the chance to like have this whole experience. We've learned a lot from each other, and it's just been really amazing.
I would love for it to be a year-long thing. I would like Scriber to have a music program. Music is very important in my life. My husband and my son, two of my sons are musicians. I've used songwriting lessons in my English classes. I have seen kids literally go through the grieving process through writing and come out on the other side so much healthier. So it changes lives. Personally, that's how I feel about it. And I feel that rather than just 14 or 15 kids having this opportunity, they could all benefit.